Hello everyone, Robert Saunders here, and again, today we're going to walk through a lot of steps here with the Dell Automation Platform, the Dell Private Cloud, Red Hat Node Edition. So let's get started. So right out of the gate, I'm looking at the Dell Automation Platform, the portal dashboard, and you see in the portal I have a couple of provisioning state there, nodes that are in a ready for provisioning state. I'm going to use one of them, specifically the one at the bottom there, the H0P that starts with. That's the service tag for a power edge that I'm going to add to an existing Red Hat OpenShift cluster. So now from the portal, I'm going to go over to the orchestrator. I can also see the same thing here. I see a lot more in the orchestrator. I can filter on various tabs up there, private cloud, edge, storage, external connections, free pool. There's that H0P one. I can drill into it again. But we're here to actually use the node add deployment blueprint. So let's get started. So I click the checkbox, I click deploy, and I provide some very simple parameters here. And I actually have them all staged up inside of JSON. If you've seen the previous videos, you absolutely understand. So the JSON's pre-configured. I click on it, boom, everything's added. All my parameters. Now it's worth noting here, I'll pause it for a second, that any of these attributes I can also edit in this GUI at any time if I'd like to do that. I can absolutely do it. And the nice thing is, then those parameters stay with this deployment, logged as a deployment, so I can understand the who, what, when, where, and why of why a deployment actually executed. So this is good to know, and where it executed and all the parameters that go on with it. And then I will add the license file, super easy to upload. And then right here, over here behind my head is an actual deploy button, deployed. So now I'm going to drill into the workflow here that's deploying. This is the beautiful execution graph that we have as part of the orchestrator. So I've actually fast forwarded this. So let's take a look at all the steps here. This workflow is executing. If at any time I can click on one of these circles here and it'll open right to the logging down below. If I need to read that, if I have any issues or concerns or thoughts, or if I just want to watch and see what's going on, I can watch it in real time. I can also download these logs also at any time if I'd like to do that. So now I'm going through the firmware and the BIOS. We're resetting the node back to the factory defaults, so then we can pave in the Red Hat OS, and then after that, we can add it to the cluster. And then after that, we can also add to the storage. This is all orchestrated with the blueprint. A lot to do here, but you know what? Click it and deploy it. It's so easy to do. So now here, the Red Hat, we're laying down rail. I opened up the console just to view so you guys can all see it. And then we're going to add this new paved node into the cluster. Now here we are at the shared PowerStore, and you can see multiple ecosystem hosts there. I have a few ESXi hosts, and I have the new node for CSI, which is the Red Hat node that just got added here, the fourth one. So we're going to do some cleanup here as finalizing the deployment, adding the node to the cluster, and then to close all this out, we're going to go over and look over at the OpenShift plugin here, and you'll see it, the Dell Private Cloud plugin here in a second. But I'll first go expand the Red Hat cluster. Now you see I have 4 nodes there. The H0P one is online and provisioned, and it's part of that cluster. I can also drill into the Red Hat cluster here and click or link and launch off to the OCP GUI, but I already have it open. So here's the Dell Private Cloud plugin for Red Hat OpenShift, and you see right on the top there, the Red Hat OS 04 dappdemo.lab as a worker node has been added to the cluster. It's that easy. Thank you for watching. Back out to the orchestrator. Appreciate it. Thank you.